Hello, this is Andrew from 14B Workshop. So today I'm going to box in a tumble dryer that's just over there. Me and my wife have been renovating this kitchen, painting, handles, worktops, new sink and whatnot. But over here is where we have our tumble dryer, and it looks ugly compared to everything else. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to put in a gable here and some nice worktop just to match the rest of this. So first thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make this gable. It's going to be 87 or 870 millimeters tall, and out from the wall it's going to be 580 millimeters. So we'll go down to the workshop and we'll get that cut. Right, now I'm out here with this sheet plywood that my boss was good enough to give me. So I'm going to put my measurements on it. I'm going to take from this edge and this edge because they're factory edges. So I have to go 870 millimeters up, 870, come over a bit, same again, 870. Then the shorter direction is 580, 580 here, come up a little bit, 580. Right, I'm going to use this straight edge just to connect those lines. It's not a perfect straight edge, but it'll have to do. And my other lines. Okay. Right, that's going to be the actual size, but I'm going to mark it again because I'm going to offset for the blade. Say I'm going to mark or to account for the blade, I'm going to clamp a straight edge on. So this is my mark where I'm going to be cutting, but I'm also going to add a mark over here, which is where the straight edge will be clamped, and it has to be offset by this face to the edge of the blade, and that will be 102 millimeters. So I'll go around and I'll mark 102 millimeters larger than my actual size. Right, now that I have that secondary line marked, I've clamped this straight edge to it, and I'm going to use that as a guide for the side of the saw to give me a straight cut. And now for the other side. Forgot to mention also, what I do to protect this material from falling away is I put some just sacrificial material to the wood so this doesn't fall, cause splitting or land on my feet. Now that I have this wee gable end cut, I'm going to measure out from this skirting board to here 610 mil. So that is here. And I'm going to use this wee small level and mark a plumb line. We can get it straight. There it is. I've got myself a wee scrap off cut, and I'm going to use that as a guide. And now I'm going to use my multi-tool just to take a wee notch out to encase this in. I might actually use this as a wee plunge guide as well. Set that there. Right. I'm not going to be so fussy with this side because it's going to be inside of the cavity. So I'll just freehand that one. Okay. Wonder how that came out. Right. There's that pocket cut. I've got this sitting in place. I'm going to use this level and put it onto the side, on the inside, to mark up for the lath that I'm going to use to connect this board to the wall. There's that. I'm going to also mark the top. A bigger spirit level would be better, but I'm going to carry that mark around the wall. So I can put a lath on this side to support the countertop. Little line, level it up. Oops. There we are. There. So I'm going to put a lath down here and across here, and that'll screw this to the wall, and then the counter will sit on top of this one here. Okay, now I've just cut these three laths. They're going to be the supports, like I said, and they're going to go here. So I'm going to mark the wall, I'm going to just pick two spots, drill two holes, and use the screws to mark the walls. Okay. Just line it up to the lines that I made earlier and press through to the wall and mark the wall. Let's see if that worked. Two good marks and one down here. Maybe you can't see that, but I can. Okay, same for the other side. Okay, now that I have the wall marked with my locations that I'm going to put my screws, I've just set a bit of a flag on here for the depth of the plug, so I know when to stop. So we'll crack on. Oh Jesus. Reset that. Yeah. And cut it. That went in real easy. Right. Okay, holes drilled, maybe a wee bit too deep, but anyway, just pop these in. Yeah, slack enough. The screws will tighten those up. Let's put that one. Okay. Poke these through a wee bit. Now that I have these on the wall, nice and secure, I'm now going to measure the front to make sure it's the same opening as the back. So let's go. We are at 610, definitely. Now I'm just going to screw this in just to hold the bottom on, or hold this to the floor. And while that's there, take my pencil, make a mark in that hole, and that's where I'll drill to fix it to the ground. Okay, time to drill that hole. I've wrapped this a bit tighter because if you've probably noticed, it was sliding up and down a wee bit. So I'll go now. Great, there's that wee hole drilled under me. I'm going to use these to secure the countertop to the laths. Now I have all of these wee blocks attached, time to start screwing it together. So outside, just off camera, I've cut a wee short piece of worktop. It's not to the size yet, but just sit on top of everything. And I'm going to set that spirit level there. Get that plumb. And then I'm going to strike a line to mark it. Then I'm going to just add a wee bit more to that line so there's a wee touch of an overhang. And I'll cut that off. Then I'll have to edge band this. Alright, for no particular reason, I'm just going to use the thickness of that as my actual edge. So I'll just mark it here. Mark, come over here, set in a line, mark. Just connect those two lines. Maybe a wee bit more actually. Unlike what I did with the gables, I'm going to mark further away from the line for the saw. Right, now, just before I make this wee cut, if you ever are cutting worktop, cut from the underside. That way the blade is going up into the material and start at the front. You get much less chip out. Okay, there's that cut to size, just pop it in place. That's it. Now just screw it from the underside. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to clean up this edge by putting on a bit of edge banding. It's a wee bit deeper than the actual worktop, so it's kind of handy to flush that up along the bottom and trace it. And then scissors. Just start, cut it close to the line, not just on the line. It cuts quite easily. And work away. Right, there's that cut ready to be glued on here. I'm using a contact adhesive. Basically, you put a bit of a thin coat on here, thin coat on here, leave that for 10 minutes, and then stick it on. And any excess, give it a wee rub off with the file. You use a brush, I've just got a spatula. Okay, I'll be back in 10 minutes to stick that back on. Right, there's that been sitting for 10 minutes. Let's see if it sticks. It's sticking. Holding it flush to the bottom. Okay. Just press it on, nice and firm. There I go. Yep, dead on. Now I'm going to leave this a wee while before I file that because I'd like the glue to be a bit stronger. Okay, that's been sitting for a while, so I'm going to give it a wee file. One trick about filing, file towards the workshop, not away, or not workshop, worktop. If you do that, you can maybe peel the laminate off. Okay, that's that all filed down. So just to finish out the building part of this, I'm going to add a wee trim to this face just to hide the edge of the ply. So I'll just put a bit of glue in this wee bit of bead that I've made earlier. Probably too much. Well, let's have a look. Not too bad. Wet rag. Now, oh. Shove that in place. Flush the face of it. We've got wee tack nails here. Okay, wet rag. Clean up any excess. And that'll do for today. We will paint this tomorrow. We'll probably do that off camera and show you the finished result. Okay, there's the finished product. I've given this one coat of bin primer and 3 coats of paint to match the rest of the kitchen. I think it's looking good, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Maybe it'll be useful to somebody. And I have another video on the making of a workbench if you want to check that out. Thanks for watching.